Hello, this is Asin Law Office. Today, I want to talk about why organizing your evidence is so crucial when you are facing a fraud investigation, for instance, with the Dongdaemun police station in Seoul. In fraud cases, documents speak louder than words. The entire investigation revolves around one key question. Was there an intent to deceive from the very beginning? And the answer to that question is ultimately determined by how your evidence is structured. A single contract, a bank transfer record, or even just a few text messages can completely change the direction of your case. However, if you just dump a pile of documents without organizing them chronologically, you might actually create a more unfavorable impression. If you can't clearly explain how the funds were used, or if you're missing documents to prove your repayment plan, it can easily look like you had malicious intent. It might sound absurd, but when there are gaps in the record, investigators tend to fill them with assumptions. That's why systematically organizing all your materials before the investigation is absolutely essential. Organizing evidence isn't just about submitting a large quantity of documents. It's about strategically deciding what to present first and what needs to be submitted with a detailed explanation. For example, the key evidence will be different depending on whether your case is a simple loan or a complex investment deal. Submitting messages without their full context can lead to serious misunderstandings. This is why we always structure evidence based on the complete flow of events. Fraud cases often involve both criminal and civil proceedings simultaneously. Facts established in the criminal case can directly lead to civil claims for damages or provisional attachments on your assets. Therefore, from the very first step of organizing criminal evidence, we also consider the potential civil risks. We design a response strategy that accounts for future possibilities like debt collection, asset inquiries, and even compulsory execution. We don't just focus on the immediate result. We plan for the entire enforcement stage that follows. During a consultation, we start by classifying your case. We examine whether it involves repeated transactions, a one-time contract, or complex real estate or investment agreements. Sometimes we even use our certified real estate agent qualifications to review the contract structure with you. Only after this thorough analysis do we decide whether to take on the case. We'll even explain if we believe it's better for you not to retain us. For the cases we do take, we clearly define our scope of responsibility, from investigation support to trial, and if necessary, all the way to the enforcement stage. Our focus is on the structure of the case, not on success fees. Since 2009, our core principle in practice has been to organize evidence not as a story, but as a structure. We've operated since our opening in 2014 without any disputes over fees or case handling because we explain realistic risks instead of making exaggerated promises. We prepare the materials for every single case as if they need to be submitted tomorrow. Ultimately, organizing your evidence is the starting point of your defense in a fraud investigation. Words can change, but documents remain. How you arrange those documents determines the entire course of your case. This is the standard by which we at Asin Law Office handle a wide range of legal matters, including criminal, civil, family, real estate, and administrative law. If you need a consultation, please refer to the description box below this video. Your likes and subscriptions help us provide more detailed legal insights. Thank you.